All right, everyone, we are back with the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Jolt, chief host of the show, and joining me is none other than my co-host, Avira.
Hey guys, I hope you're having, of course, a fantastically wonderful day wherever you might be on this lovely planet called Earth. Today, I was actually off work, so I'm kind of just chilling. I was off work yesterday too, so yeah, it's been pretty nice.
Well, this week the
Yeah,
rain came back.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, yeah. Even though I was off the last couple days, yeah, it's been crazy rainstorms, so. I couldn't go swimming or do anything fun, but
Fun
whatever.
and summer for you.
Anyways, I hope tonight y'all are having a fun time.
Indeed. And next up on the panel, we have, as always, our interim host, Noble.
I'm gonna go over here now.
No, give me, I don't want you to go to your own little corner because you're scared of what's happening next.
No, I'm just trying to screw around. Gonna say something fucking random.
No, I think we all want our own little corner, which is fine. Everyone needs their own little corner every once in a while. Next, joining us once again on the show is No Dragons, please.
Hello. How's it going?
Good to have you back on again.
Yeah, life is crazy. Lots of changes, but
We do what we can do to keep up. Yeah, it's pretty rapid as of late. You
it
probably noticed.
is.
And I'm trying to stay afloat with everything too. So
Yeah,
complete.
yeah. I mean, I started a new job like a month ago, so still in the thralls of that.
Yeah, trying to get used to the whole new routine.
Yep.
I get you.
But it is nice. I get half day Fridays most of the time, so it's pretty cool.
Dude, now I get friggin' the ice cream van rolled up to my place on Fridays, and everybody at my job just does a runner on Friday. So, it is Friday.
It is Friday.
And
It's Friday, gotta get. Sorry,
why?
y'all were
Partying,
thinking it. I
partying.
know it.
Yeah.
Go back to the early 2010s when that happened.
Go back to the early 2010s before it happened.
It is Friday. And last of all, rounding out the panel, we have Maligos.
Hey,
Good to see you again, man.
thanks for inviting me.
No worries, we'll enjoy having you around with the stuff that we've got on board. So, without any further ado, shall we get started into the meat and bones of this, of this clown show?
Oh
Hold
yeah,
on.
totally. I just gotta say that Malagos, you're pretty damn cool, man.
Thanks.
Yeah,
That
let's
actually-
go.
DSLR with a telescopic lens on it that makes it look like I'm trying to compensate for something.
I feel like you're kind of hitting on me.
Okay then. All right, let's get started right now. Last week. All right. BMW's heated seat subscription fee will start a war with hackers.
All right, so I got a question. Has anyone actually gone through this news article about what they're offering, or
What they're offering?
A
what
war
BMW
with hackers. I mean, that sounds pretty serious. What are they
So,
talking
just-
about here?
So just to start with, BMW is offering a subscription service to an interior amenity, heated seats, and they're charging you $18 a month for heated seats.
$18 a month? Wait, what?
To
Oh,
use the heated seat function. That's
Why?
No.
So just to clarify, this isn't every single vehicle BMW or every single vehicle you can buy on the market. It's just a particular BMW series of cars that they're currently selling new.
right, brand new from the dealership. And
Yeah.
their response is, they're only enabling the subscription for owners that didn't purchase heated seats when the car left the lot. So retroactively, you know, you want heated seats, you either buy it or you pay $18 a month.
Yeah, if you want it. If you don't want it, you basically don't pay it. You don't get it, and they'll probably enable it by accident or by someone fucking with the system or a glitch.
So BMW is doing real life DLC, right? Because the
Or
heated seats,
microtransactions or subscription models.
but the heated seats technically exist inside the car, but you're not buying them, but you're paying. I'm sorry. What?
Wait, is this like that hotel situation where like the water bottles are in your room, but if you take one of them, it's like $5 a water bottle.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
like-
there, but you don't have to take it. But it's there if you want, and then if you
yeah.
do, like, is that what they're doing?
right. But I don't have a problem with that situation because that's how hotels make money on selling you stuff. BMW.
Yeah, but why is BMW doing this with the heated seats? That's kind of whack.
BMW literally is installing the heated seats already and then saying, "Oh, you didn't pay for the heated seats. Now you owe us $18 a month." What?
Yeah, what?
Freaking what?
This might be a rumor, but I heard John Deere tractors had similar thing, and
Oh, no.
what ended up happening is they just hacked into it.
Malagos, John Deere is basically like you fall off a cliff worse. This is like you just accidentally tripped over and smashed your face on the concrete. John Deere is basically you picked up some kid and you threw him off a cliff.
Wait, so why is this an extra fee and not a feature? Because like this comes with the car, obviously, like that's what it does, right?
Well,
But-
the plan's to make money. From what I
Right,
understand,
but you have to- Okay,
from what
yeah,
I
go on.
understand, if you go down the subscription model, you only have to pay for about, I think it's like 2 years, and then it's just free anyway.
Right, but in that 2 years, I probably paid more for the heated seat than it's worth. So why would I not just pay the extra money for the heated seat? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
much
and like,
is
what if you never use the heated seat ever? Like, why are you paying for it?
The question I'd be asking is, how much is this vehicle worth?
Well, it's a BMW, so it's probably 80,000.
It really depends on what model, where you what spec, all that stuff, what spec, everything else. You could actually go to your BMW site and just check for pricing. So
Yeah, 80,000 seems about right.
On the higher end, yes. On the higher end models of BMWs.
Yeah,
Alright.
60, 80,000, something like that. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you could
I
probably
can see that.
pay that. Like here, $80,000 would get you a brand new 3 Series sedan.
I'm just waiting for the day when AC gets subscription
Yes.
model,
Yeah,
the actual AC in the car.
the air
So
conditioning controls.
in the summer when you have like high when you have like heat waves and all that, and you really need to cool off your car because you know how cars are in the summer. They're fucking
Oh, yeah.
they're ovens. So you try to turn on the AC. Oh, what's that? You didn't pay your monthly sub. No AC for you.
I will literally go fight the developers if that ever happens because we get up to 100 degrees here. Sometimes during the summer, I will fight. I will throw a hammer through their window.
Just
Well, imagine living in like Alaska. Like, you got like the heated seats.
I mean,
Yeah,
also to be
or,
fair,
you know,
newer.
Like an Alpine winter, basically.
look,
Ima-
I'm going to put it this way: BMW is going to keep pushing this to the point where other companies that interfere with vehicles have discovered they can't actually go too far. So, for instance, let's say you buy a car from a dealership, you go on a payment plan, a little device is installed that disables the engine.
Oh,
And
goodness.
Some bastard managed to successfully sue a dealership because the unit that was installed in his vehicle malfunctioned and then failed to start his car.
Isn't that like planned obsolescence? Like, isn't that against the
No.
law?
Planned obsolescence is when something's manufactured to fail.
Planned
Yeah,
obsolescence
and then
is
you said that
also-
there's something in the
Avera-
engine that'll make it fail, right?
No.
After like 2 years?
Vera, a device was installed into the vehicle by the dealership. The the people
Mhm.
who sold, not the people who made, that where if you don't pay when you're supposed to, your vehicle won't start. This
Oh, that's
device,
even more diabolical. Oh, what the fuck?
this is the US, so
I
congratulations.
think.
You're
I mean,
God,
yeah.
that's
Here's
worse.
the thing. Here's the
the
thing. The whole
device.
subscription thing started in the UK, but anyway, yes, there is. It's computer controlled, right? Like they have something in the ECU, basically. Yes, has the access way to turn on and off the features, right? Noble.
Yeah. If there's a malfunction, so say for instance someone decides to screw with the servers, like hackers, they could disable it for people who have purchased it.
Right.
People who haven't purchased it could have it enabled. People who are renting it could have it disabled or whatever.
And so where we're at right now is, because of this foray into subscriptions, there are owners who are looking into hacking and getting codes so that they can enable these features permanently rather than pay the dealer.
It really depends on how it's been set up, because if it's literally a bit of code that flicks an electronic switch, you literally can modify that yourself.
Right.
I mean, just grab a micro soldering iron and go to town.
Oh, that's
Are you-
spooky.
Are you imagining a future where, like, in the year 2030 or 2040, you get in your car, you try to start your car, but your car basically says it's unable to get in contact with the servers, so it refuses to start.
Yeah, or
Mount
like
up.
let's say your car is smart, and it's
Online-
like, oh, Jimmy, you only got 4 hours of sleep today. You can't drive. You're not viable to drive your car today. And
Look,
then they have to wait.
Where I see this going is, look at scooters at the moment. The electric
I-
scooters are basically littered all over the
I
place.
think
God.
I think the biggest gripe about this again, is to a certain degree how certain manufacturers are anti-modding, and I think the big thing is modding is going to be the big way around this sort of paywall, so to speak.
I'm irritated because BMW, of course, showed like, oh, we're really cool and we can change the color of our car, and then they do this.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just out of curiosity, how important to the people in this chat currently are having heated seats in your vehicle?
Well, I mean, right now I have a leather seated car, so they're already heated seats when I get into the car. Sometimes they burn me. If I'm
Oh yeah,
wearing
because like
shorts.
you live
But
down south where
you
it's super
use-
hot.
Well,
Would
no,
you
I
use
don't
heated
live.
seats?
Oh yeah, I mean like on newer models of cars, like because mine's still 2002, or not 2002, a 2005. So they still made seats comfortable back then.
Right.
But now the newer cars, like they make the seats uncomfortable so that you buy the ones that have heated seats, so you can just bear to sit in your car.
I mean, I have a 2016, and heated seat importance is like a 1 out of 5, but that's partly because I live in a climate that doesn't really need them. So,
Yeah,
and I don't even
here's
have
the thing.
leather.
Sorry, Joe. Here's the
Anyway.
thing: you have
Yeah.
with this, you have the option of either buying it, paying a subscription for what it was like 2 years, or not having it at all. But the question you have to ask is whether or not the equipment's actually going to be installed if you decide not to actually have it. That's where you need to be asking.
So the
Well-
thing so the thing is, like, why? Like, think about it for a second. How many times are you going to use those heated seats? Maybe during winter,
That's
and
yeah,
maybe
that's
during
like,
Yeah,
during fall?
rarely. You're
but
right.
but like the summer, who wants to turn on heating seats during summer? Nobody.
Yeah. But that's again, that's a use by case question. It's like the same story. What if you sign up for a gym membership?
Whoops.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
but-
you
yeah,
just
but-
be all like lazy shit, and like you don't even care to go.
Yeah, but
Why are you
Membership-
spending $30 a month to go to some place you're never gonna go to? Of course.
yeah, but the thing is, like, gym membership is like you are probably gonna go there frequently with heated seats. You use them for during
It's
Yeah,
maybe
you're,
fall,
you're,
winter,
you're right
and-
about that. You're totally right.
and that's it. And that's it. You're never
Yeah.
gonna use them again. I mean, you're not gonna use them during summer.
the point's the same.
It's periodically, like it's really like it's some
I mean,
luxury item that like
to-
you really
to- to
don't need. Hell, I
me-
don't have heated seats in my car. I don't freaking need them. Like
to
why
me,
would I?
yeah, it's more of a gimmick
All
to
right,
me
so
than
moving on.
I
Sorry.
want to touch on this one last statement just to move on from here. So this again, there is one more manufacturer who's largely anti-modification, and that's Tesla. If you read this paragraph,
oof.
yes. Same
Yeah,
thing happened.
remember that guy that died for, when a Tesla caught fire and refused to open his car door because the door is electric. So
Right, that's an electric fault thinger. But what we're touching on here is people have to pay Tesla, the manufacturer, to make it go faster rather than make like car modifications to the car's thingo. So in 2020, read this: after someone built a hack designed to unlock Tesla's $2,000 quote unquote acceleration boost for a discount, Tesla detected the chase and the modder fired back with their nice try module. So basically, this sort of implies that there's a war between the modder and the car maker, where the car maker thinks Tesla
Yeah.
thinks that they're smarter than you.
I think
Yeah.
if you buy a car, you have the right to do what you
Mods.
want with the car.
Right. And so because of that, Tesla's, going draconian with the whole anti-modding thing. So it's like, pay us and we'll make the car faster for you. Or, but because it's Tesla, I don't know about any electric car modders that know how to make it faster, but
So I'm getting the vibe of Microsoft trying to beat hackers, sorry, crackers back in the day with their activation servers.
right. That's it.
I mean, that's just a losing battle.
Yeah, like pay $2,000 and Tesla will unlock a module in the car's ECU. Well, battery, whatever the fuck they call an ECU with no engine, well, electronic.
I mean,
anyway.
it's going to get to a point where you just simply replace the computer and that's it.
I guess that would be technically a hack, right? Like they could just replace the whole CPU for the entire vehicle. But that
No,
really shouldn't
Vera,
even be
not
the case.
CPU, the computer module in
Yeah,
the
so-
vehicle could just simply be replaced.
Yeah, but doesn't that like record all of its like mileage and well,
Yes,
literally
but
everything?
Yes.
the engine, the controls.
Yeah, of
So
course.
because of that, if you were say you want to pay $2,000, make this Tesla faster, you pay the $2,000. The dealers unlock the module that so you can get your car goes faster.
Yo, fuck that. Just buy a Toyota. Like,
Or,
what are you doing with
better idea.
Tesla? Come on.
Better
Right?
idea, buy a normal petrol car and you have you can do whatever you want to mod the hell out of it.
Yeah,
All you have to do is
exactly.
all you have to do is just pay parts and labor if you can't install it yourself. Well, labor then.
Well,
That's
there you go. Perfect.
Oh, can you imagine a Raspberry Pi for a fucking Toyota BMW or a Tesla? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh my goodness.
You should. I feel like you should do the Giga Chad move, and then after you've replaced it with a Raspberry Pi, take it into Tesla. Like take it to a Tesla dealer and being like, "Hey, I need this to go faster," and they'll sit there and get all the contract information up, and then they'll get ready to go make it go faster, and then as soon as they get to, it's like, "Oh, sorry, I did that myself," and then just drive off.
Hacker pug.
Yeah, and like you can see here, Tesla basically made this thing that says incompatible vehicle modification detected. Potential risk of damage or shutdown.
Oh,
So it's like-
incompatible vehicles. Okay.
No, mods. So they basically they're so anti-modding.
Well, that's what I was referring to when it was incompatible with their vehicles. I guess, the mods would be. Oh boy.
Ah well, but again, as we all know,
So wait, is this going to be like a smartphone? Like you have to upgrade your smartphone to get the new applications or whatever?
no. It's technically yes and no, but
It kind of is like that, though. What? Like, you can't even drive a certain speed unless you fucking, like, get permission? Like, what's that even about?
no, but this is a different demographic. This is for like the electric car enthusiasts who want more from their Tesla,
Oh, jeez.
not not the average Tesla owner.
Why don't I just buy an electric car from another company that isn't limiting me on the speed I can go?
Yeah, screw
Well,
that. How would I just have my
right to do that.
regular car? Like, it runs on gas, like, most cars do.
Because gas is expensive, Avira.
Yeah, thanks, Biden. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Putin's price hike. Whatever.
Yeah, let's just all go and buy $60,000 electric cars, and
Yeah, sure. We can all totally do that.
Hey,
Absolutely.
hold on a minute. Just stop. Look, you don't have to go out and buy an electric car. You could build one of the bastards. I mean,
Exactly.
shit, just get a bunch of laptop batteries, rip them apart, pull out the 80s, and,
Oh wait, that's
Yeah,
true.
together.
I already
Yeah.
have
I
the
need like 6,000
I already have the
people to
Raspberry Pi.
There
Might
you
as
go.
well- Might as well just bike ride to places. I mean, my
That's even
goodness.
better. That's even
I
better.
mean, I wish my city.
It's healthier.
I wish my city was bike friendly. Even I mean, it
Oh.
technically is, but it's not. It's so spread out that bike riding, I would just it'd
Alright.
take hours.
Now here's the thing. Yeah, I want to close this statement with the / fuck cars, and yeah, go sign up. Go look at the community called Fuck Cars, and don't buy an electric car. They are so anti-modding, and yeah, do mods. Mods are the way to go.
Isn't that subreddit ran by
No, I don't
bicycle
know.
enthusiasts?
Well,
Vegan
this-
cyclists.
yes. Be that as it may, they delve into a lot of things like urbanism and so forth, infrastructure, urbanism. There's more to it than just bikes, cars bad.
Well, I really don't care about the vicious polar bears dying in the North Pole. I like driving to and from work. So,
That's the thing. Me too.
that's it.
Kinda have to.
and I'm pretty pissed off. It's like $5 a gallon to fill my car up. Like, yo, that's not cool.
Mm.
I really don't care about climate changes or whatever.
I have joined our fuck cars, and the first the first
Oh no.
the first post is paying $200 for an Uber is greater than public transit. It's this Twitter
Oh,
thread.
no.
It's the Twitter thread goes. Last game I attended was the Yankees and Red Sox, and they were talking about how expensive everything is. And someone just roasts him, says, "Bro, you are in New York and you paid over $200 for an Uber when multiple train lines go to Yankee Stadium. You just have terrible financial skills."
Ouch. Oh, that hurts.
So what are we tapping into next?
All right. Next up, Minecraft.
Mindless craft.
Minecraft
Well-
owner bans in-game NFTs to discourage profiteering.
Now, for those of you guys who don't know, who are just listening to this podcast right now, Minecraft is actually the most top-selling game ever right now. That's in the stats. And I think it's pretty interesting that they were based AF to be like, yeah, we don't support NFTs, like, at all. They made a kind of vanilla statement about it. Jolt, if you want to scroll up a little bit about like what their actual statement was.
Integrations of NFTs with Minecraft are generally not something we will support or allow.
Yep. That's it.
That's
So-
really the thing, though. So they're basically they're doing this to ensure that Minecraft players have a safe and inclusive experience. Blockchain technologies are not permitted to be integrated inside a client and server applications, nor may Minecraft in-game content such as worlds, skins, persona items, or other mods be utilized by blockchain technology to create a scarce digital asset.
Hmm.
And now, the whatever you may think of NFTs, it's literally just one of those things that have been really trending. People either reject them or people either go all into them.
Well,
And-
the initial release was essentially kind of like a Bitcoin thing. It was like a crypto investment, and
Right.
they were like, "Oh, this is going to be super big," and then it crashed. I'm pretty sure about a month ago, crypto lost over $2 trillion worth of revenue. So people lost a lot of stock in that, and yeah, this whole NFT craze kind of just fizzled out. It's like, oh well, I own that image. Okay, but right click save image, like people could just steal it. Like it doesn't fucking matter.
I mean,
Vera,
you,
that's
you
not
know the
stealing,
you
it's
know the
copying.
deeper thing of like having the certificate of ownership, though, right?
Yes, I do.
Is
I do
that
know that.
You
But
can get onto the
it's
yacht.
so
You can get onto the yacht club. You can go
yeah,
onto a yacht with a bunch of other bored apes.
and that's why I think it's such a scam. Like it really is. I can spend what, like $10,000 to own some image that like
I'm, ass-
10,000 other people have.
I'm
Like
assuming from what Minecraft would have done, the actual company, they would have sat there, looked at how not just the buzzwords thrown around by NFTs, but what's actually been happening, and gone, oh shit, if we introduce this, we're going to get screwed over left, right, and center because of, well, parent organizations, that sort of shit. People are just going to completely lose it.
Well, one of my theories is because Minecraft is currently the world's largest and most popular game, they don't want to take any risks. And
I
NFTs are definitely a financial risk when it comes to their users and investment. So if they're going to stay away from all that, just continue what they're doing. Obviously, they've been successful up until this point. So why change something that's not broken? You know what I mean?
I'm curious how the whole, as long as we're talking about NFTs,
Yeah.
I don't
I think-
know if you noticed, but YouTube in like their like half year statement or whatever, said that they're looking into NFTs for creators.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
Twitter already has that thing. The NFTs, like, if you own, in like quotations, NFT, they give you like a hexagonal profile picture or something.
There's some like degree of ownership that it's like some official thing or whatever. But who actually like really cares about that?
everyone right now apparently.
Idiots.
Really? Because I could just like copy and paste a
Idiots
screenshot
with
of
a lot of
some
idiots with a
thing
lot
and
of
just
money.
post it. Well, they're dumb. That's a dumb thing to do. And thankfully Minecraft is like not stupid enough to be like, hey, this is messed up. Like we don't want this crap on our platform. Okay, like go away.
Hey Vera, I want to point out that you have donated to an NFT.
What?
You've donated to an NFT, the little fox, the super sticker. He's basically an
No,
NFT, right?
I donated to you, and it just so happens to be an adorable little fox. So quit ragging on me.
Hey Vera bought an
Well-
NFT, confirmed.
Well, it is good.
Whatever.
Well,
It was
good
cute. All right, stop it. It was cute.
The little
Shut
fox
up.
is cute. I like it.
Well, it is good that that Microsoft slash Mojang did this. You have to just keep a note that, like, banning NFTs and something is probably I would say one of the safe ways to, like, gain positive attraction, in the sense that companies that side with NFTs, like like I'm looking at you, Ubisoft, are usually just unconsumer friendly scummy companies that you should probably never give any of your hard earned money to them.
No,
But-
that's not. Sorry.
But there
Go on.
is a thing that Microsoft, I mean, you guys know about, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they released an update about the filter chat in Minecraft. That apparently now you basically cannot use forbidden words. You can't use, like, words that are forbidden in Minecraft. And this also includes the single player as well. For
Okay.
for instance, cussing and all that. And also, that you can actually get if you're actually like violating their what's it called, their code of conduct or whatever, you will be banned from multiplayer, and that means all of the servers.
Oh.
So yeah, while they have been doing some positive things like NFTs, keep in mind it's still Microsoft. So for one good thing that they do, there's also another bad thing that they will do as well.
Yeah, like buying Blizzard so Blizzard doesn't go under. How dare they?
Blizzard is already like
Oh, they're going
uh,
under, you know.
Yeah, well, how are they not
no,
gone under yet
no,
at this
Blizzard,
point? Like, what
Blizzard
the
is
heck?
like beyond salvation. Like they're like even Microsoft buying them, they have no chance of ever becoming that old Blizzard.
Yeah, but I mean, Microsoft loves to hedge money into to projects that don't ever make money. So
Well, I believe the only reason why they bought Activision and stuff was, to add more games to Game Pass and, give them more value to it. I mean, now all the Blizzard games are apparently going to be on, and
All right,
Activision games are gonna be on Game Pass.
Just hold up. So the thing with NFTs, and this is where a lot of people probably misunderstand like everything, but the idea of ownership of something already exists inside of Minecraft. It's like with any other game. There is already something in place that states that this object was created or created by this person, owned by this person. Yeah, that sort of thing. It already exists. So really, there's no point in adding something external for that. There's just no point. And unfortunately, the way NFTs are being used, it's treating them like more stocks than, well, ownership. And that's
Pay
where I find
DLCs.
people confused.
That's a very good point, actually. Like they really are treated like stocks because like the more popular an NFT gets, the more valuable it is, and the more you can resell it to people who will want to resell it as well, and it just keeps on going. It's like
Yeah.
building a bubble. Yeah, for sure. Like real
There's-
estate. Actually.
There is still no point in implementing something like that inside of a game purely because the game already has something like that built in.
Totally.
Mm.
Paid
Yeah,
mods.
right.
Yeah.
Paid mods.
So it's like turning around and owning a vehicle that does everything that you need, but then turning around and buying another vehicle that only does like one of the things that you need. I mean, the one vehicle you had already is basically perfectly fit for it. It's just for some reason you get told by everyone else to buy the second vehicle because it just does one thing that you need when you really don't need it.
Right. And
I
so
guess you could get tricked into buying such a vehicle if it looked identical, like on a face value to the same thing that you were originally going to buy that had all those things.
all right, live comment here first. Ali says NFTs, no fucking thanks.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Non-fornicating tentacles, I love that one.
Oh. Anyway, now there's a bit of reaction to how, these, as they would call it, NFT bros saw what Minecraft was doing, and they were just upset because some of these NFT people think that Minecraft is a metaverse and Microsoft has lost a big opportunity not to capitalize on it.
Not to financially screw over people
Alright, so
and morally.
let's look into this here. It says this is absolutely crazy. They don't see the future, as mentioned. They have missed on lots of innovations, but this will be their biggest L. Comments someone.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
McBride
Who said that?
responds.
Who said
Let's
this?
see. That was probably not the best place to start, but
One second.
earlier in the article, they were talking about how these things
Yeah.
have really messed up their community.
Was this said by a guy that has an ugly monkey on his Twitter
No,
profile picture?
I think this was written by someone who felt like they got scammed because they lost a crap ton of money, like when the sales went down.
And and then at that point, subsequently, the NFTs become, unusable.
Yeah, and they were trying to use Minecraft to promote this, and Minecraft
Right.
is like, yo,
And
what the
so
crap is this?
here's another thing here was, an another platform like NFT worlds. Like, there are some worlds that are, you know, may have been powered by NFTs, but no more. But now, if you look at this, an NFT world,
Yo,
or
that's
whatever,
the
just
scary
crashed.
chart. What the heck?
That just
What
wow.
happened?
Imagine
Crap.
paying $500,000 for a monkey, and then like next day that value goes down to like what,
What,
$2,000.
yeah, like nothing. Yo, look at this chart. That is scary. Oh
That looks like
goodness.
Drew Carey when he's got an erection and he needs to drop it. He just simply turns around, waves at the woman behind him, and then all good.
Yeah. And so
So
here's this. I want to read to you the statement. NFT World's the statement. They decried Mojang and Minecraft, and they said, "Oh, Mojang and Minecraft have no quote unquote no regard for creators, builders, and players, and they vowed to make its own game to replace it."
Good luck.
I mean, there's an old saying, "We'll build, I'll build our own place with blackjack and hookers."
Oh shit! Sorry, this just sounds like what was the alternative to Second Life? Open Sim.
or
Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
that went
But-
well. I mean, it still
Yo,
exists, but
that chart is scary. Look at how stable they were for quite some time, and then it just like vertical drop. People lost a
Boombox,
crap
Boombox.
ton of money.
Good question. Did anyone buy the Lindsay Lohan NFT? No fucking
I'm
clue.
sure some people did, and they probably regret it. They're like, "Oh crap! Now I have like 30 Lohan crap. Like, what am I doing with my life?"
That's funny.
Right? Like, why?
And so because of that, if they don't like how Minecraft is done, make your own Minecraft with NFTs, and hopefully they will come, right?
So isn't the Minecraft open source?
No,
I thought so. No, it's not.
no.
Because I played a game very similar to it, which kind
I
of.
mean,
is
there are a
like-
lot of Minecraft clones. Yeah, but. It's not
Oh yeah, well, I probably
open
played one of the
source.
clones, but doesn't mean like having a clone, like, isn't that kind of the same thing as like open source, or
No.
they just copied it?
No, not really. No.
Oh, okay,
Avira,
okay. Yeah.
Open source is basically where you can freely access the source code to a program.
Oh, then Minecraft is
source-
definitely open source because you can have all kinds of mods and shit.
No.
Well, no, not exactly. No.
Well, then who makes all the mods? Like, you can play
I
different
mean, the
games in
game doesn't-
Minecraft.
the
Like,
game
what do you
doesn't-
mean?
The
Avira-
game doesn't need to be open source to like install mods.
Here, let's let the computer
Can I-
science, let's let
Okay.
the computer scientist explain this.
So, open source basically refers to the software, the actual coding to a program, how the program works, what the program is. So it's like turning around and opening up an old television, and you can see the schematic to everything on the board. Nowadays, when you open up a television and try to find the schematic, it's not fucking there. So it's
Oh,
closed source. Open source is where, you want to know how this thing works? Here's the documentation, here's the schematic, here's everything. Where nowadays it's, you want to find out how this works? Go fucking dead. Or whatever.
Yeah.
oh boy.
so-
Okay, I
so-
get it. That's pretty intense.
So open
Yeah.
so open source basically also is like the community guides the vision of what the programming is going to be as well. So you get a bunch of really smart people who are programming open source programs, and they decide like what features are going to come out and blah 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 blah. But part of an agreement of using open source software is that you agree not to put malicious intent software in the open source software.
You can't do a Microsoft, take a bunch of open source modules, integrate them into Windows XP, and then sell it as your own operating system. That's a big no-no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I imagine reselling something like that is just like you just don't do that.
People invest their time and effort into producing these programs or modules or entire Linux operating systems, open source it to give it away so everyone else can use it. Whereas I suppose a better option would be like gaming. For instance, Grand Theft Auto. You didn't need to have the source code to be able to make mods for it. You don't need it. You
Okay.
need the source code to do that.
Wow. Interesting.
It's like if a
Yeah.
vehicle is sold as open source, you can imagine that you're going to get everything out of it.
Yeah, modding and stuff. Now, but I guess that's really what it is, though. And so, what I want to do here is move to the next and third item of the show. And oh boy,
Oh, this is the
that's it.
yeah.
Netflix's Resident Evil is the biggest disgrace to the franchise so far. Now Netflix has released a new Resident Evil live action show, right?
Yeah.
And yes, if you have watched it, you'll understand. Noble?
Okay, so I have to say this up front. Lance Riddick in black leather and sunglasses. Fuck yes! Just when he starts talking, it loses all memento. It actually hasn't been as bad as I thought it was. You had a bunch of social justice warrior teens going out and trying to liberate animals, and one of them gets bitten by a zombie dog. So that was fun. As for the Zootopia porn part, bit of a shocker, but it was an edgy teen being fucking edgy. The internet blew up over an edgy teen. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And that's the thing, like, and in that scene, I saw what that scene was about, and after that, she just casually said in a one-line episode, from out of nowhere, I mostly just watch Zootopia porn.
Yeah, that was a very specific thing, though. Like, who thought of that? Like, why, though? That person had to know that Zootopia porn even existed. Like,
any adult.
Why, though? That's weird. They didn't have to say that.
Would know about this in the entertainment industry. They would know that as soon as something's produced, bam, you got porn.
But why did they say that on a TV show, though? That's fucking weird.
Edgy teen being edgy. That's it. And you had two edgy teens basically.
Well, okay, whatever. I hope that this edgy teen turns out to be like a closeted furry that finds her way and eventually gets like a $3,000 fursuit and makes it to Anthrocon.
This edgy teen grows up to basically triggering a zombie horde while standing or sitting out in the fucking open. Like,
well, Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
That's crazy.
The mistakes the main character keeps making is just fucking psychotic.
So I'm guessing the show is not very good then.
The best part about this, and this is the important part, the character does something stupid, something bad happens.
Well, yeah.
There's a father in this, for instance. He goes up against a spider. The dumb fuck decides to defend his son, who's been basically bitten and starting to turn into a zombie. So he does it to protect his wife, who's basically just sort of moaning after a child who's, well, turning into a zombie. But no, the guy goes out and tries to distract this giant fucking bug.
How big is the spider? Is it like the size of a car?
No, it's fair bigger. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, okay. So it's like a Shelob type of spider. Okay. Damn.
Joe, can you bring up the picture?
Alright, hold on. Let me see if you've sent something over your. Okay. I'm gonna save it.
It's a huge ass spider, but
yes,
like
yes,
I said,
Ooh. I want to see this episode.
When I watched the, I almost finished watching this, but the series isn't as bad as I was expecting. People do stupid things, bad things happen. You just don't often see that in shows nowadays.
Right, much obliged. Here is the spider in question.
So the person wasn't as tall as the spider, and unfortunately, lighting sucks. So
Okay, so
Ah.
it's like Sheila, kinda like thereabouts. I'm guessing.
well, it's enough
Or-
to tear a person into two.
Well, yeah. Okay, I get it. That's a big spooter.
Yeah,
Oh man.
The writers though, in some areas, like I said, with Lance Riddick, when he was dressed up in the black leather, it's just the words he was given to say that just killed the moment for me.
What about the casting choices and the choice of characters too? People say that Albert Wesker was miscast.
No, I wouldn't say that. I mean, the scene where you had like the multiple lances was. It seemed a little bit more. It seemed fine. I didn't really have an issue with it. I mean, you just basically had a room full of clones. That was it. Oh, scroll down, scroll down. The next one. Yeah, there we go. There's Lance in the black leather and glasses. I thought I was looking at Blade. When he came on. It's like, fuck! And then he started talking. It's like, oh, shit. Just the words given was fucking bad.
And yes, of course, next line of that is Albert Wesker's teenage daughters. The whole kerfuffle and the Zootopia porn thingamabob.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it. I mean, you had edgy teens being edgy. They went out to do something stupid. Luckily, nothing bad happened, but they still don't get the idea that Umbrella can basically put a bullet in their heads at any time. And they just don't get that yet. Which, edgy teens, until someone's pointing a gun at them and shoots one of them, they're not going to comprehend that, Umbrella bad.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But when they do something really stupid, like, oh, there's an innocent doggy in here. Beep. Oh, fuck, now we're running from a zombie dog. Whoops. Hell. But the way they broke into the facility, it almost organic. The way it was done, it's just a little. Umbrella should probably upgrade the security by about 10 points. But overall, the show wasn't really that bad. Although the font, as other people have pointed out, it's fucking pathetic. I'm sorry, but they couldn't have used the same font for Resident Evil. They had to use their own. Oh, the chainsaw guy! Yeah, that was fucking amazing. He takes one of the guards that basically initially tries to break into the facility and cuts him in half, and then just feeds it to this zombie queen. Ooh, did I give too much away? No, I haven't, because the zombie queen has a bit of a storyline towards the end of the movie, at the end of the series.
Is that the zombie queen with like her teeth and all that crazy shit?
No, the zombie queen's a normal-looking zombie, except for like this big bulge on her neck.
That's just one of the creatures, I would assume.
Creepy.
And so I would say, go on.
The actor that they had for the main, if you scroll down a little bit, so the actor herself is actually pretty good in it. Although I do question some of the actions that she's been given, for instance, completely breaking down when Umbrella tries to attack the boat. It just didn't seem right to me. I mean, a mother wouldn't turn around and just bawl into a full-on panic when her daughter could get killed.
Yo, exactly. The mother would like try to sacrifice herself for the daughter, right? Like you would think.
The way the mother was shown while away from the boat and away from her daughter, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, for the most part, kick ass. She gets thrown onto a car from a high distance, and has to get rescued and fixed up. Which, organic. I mean, if she got thrown from like 5 meters in the air, smashed into a car, and then jumped up and started beating the
Oh
caterpillar,
no, like she would
I
have broken
mean,
some bones, of
that
course.
would have
Like
been a
that's
problem.
nuts.
Having like an internal bleeding and needing to
Yeah, all of that
dragged off
crap,
and fixed
of
up,
course.
that's organic. I actually like that part of the show, but just
Hey,
when
that
she gets
makes
back to
sense.
the boat, she
Okay.
breaks down. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh.
I mean, someone that kick ass just breaking down when around her daughter is fucking stupid.
Ah.
So for the most part, the show's fine. It's just you get those moments where, what the fuck were the writers doing? I mean, the actors are. I don't.
They're trying their best.
The actors,
They are. It's
No,
not their fault that they have bad direction.
I mean, they had this like chubby guy chasing around the main character to like hunt her down.
Okay.
The scene they had him do when he like shoots a bunch of zombies was a little overkill, but the way they killed him off, I mean, it was reasonable enough. I'm not going to sit there and argue about how they should have done this better. No, they did it right with the way they killed the guy off.
I'm not too sure. I never saw it, so I'm not. I really don't know what you're talking about per se. I can picture it, but I'm sure it's nothing like what it actually is.
So that scene right there, that's after she gets caught seen by the zombies and is chased, and they basically all get barbecued.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, for some reason it was decided a smart idea during a zombie apocalypse where you got zombies floating around to camp out in the open with automatic flamethrowers around you. I'm just like, what happens when you get like a giant ass fucking monster come rampaging through? That's going to do shit to protect you.
Man, flamethrowers would be such a good weapon against zombies, though. Like that would. I would
No,
want
it's
one
a
of
fucking
those.
stupid idea because then you have a walking torch coming at you.
No, because like within like a couple minutes, they're just gonna be ashes. Like it'll be fine.
No, these aren't.
So
I
that means
don't
it was
know.
another blunder on the part of the writers.
Well, if you were a smart person and you had a family to go back to, you'd make sure you camped in an area where it was either high up, you had multiple escape routes, or you were hidden and not out in the fucking open.
Right. Because, altitude mostly is like the bane of zombies.
Mm.
Yeah, it's also called about having the high ground. I mean, you got to read what was it, Sun Tzu? Read that. I mean, fuck.
Oh, I thought it was Obi-Wan. I mean, he had the high ground, obviously. No, there's no way you can win against that.
It's over, Anakin.
Grenade launcher rocks.
You
but however, but he was actually like that was so true though, because even though he had the high ground, like fucking Anakin was like a fucking zombie by the time like he came back.
I have to admit, I didn't have a real urge to sit there and watch the whole thing all at once like you do with good shows. But there's enough for me to go, okay, well, tomorrow I'll see what happens next. Or, I'll go off, come back and then see what happens next. It's like, I got to watch this now. Mostly because a lot of the cliffhangers, the episodes don't end in a particularly high cliffhanger. For instance, does she escape from the underground where the zombies are coming after her? No, they wait until she gets out and then is confronted by Umbrella Corporation before they ended on that cliffhanger, and it was just a dull cliffhanger. If you had her and the useless twat that was chasing him turn around and start trying to get to the final point of whether or not they're going to escape or not, and then left it there, that would have been a good cliffhanger. But no, they left it till she got out and was like, "You're generally okay." And
dude, here's the reason they do that. It's because they don't know if they're going to be able to make enough money to make a sequel. So they're not trying to risk it, and they want to be like, okay, everything's okay at the end, just in case this is the last movie. They're still alive.
This is the end of an episode, not at the end of the series, and I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, but you said they still do that, and that still bothers you. Like, then why even do that then?
Well, no,
Every episode, seriously?
leaving a show on a cliffhanger is a good way to end it, but you got to leave it on the right cliffhanger. So an example would be when they're trying to get out of where that chainsaw guy was. They should have cut it off when the main character's leg was being held onto by that fat chubby guy. That would have been a perfect time to end it. Instead, they ended it after she got out, which was, and then the following cliffhanger, which was just not okay. Let's see what happens next once I've done this. But if they left it when she was underground still and trying to escape from the zombie horde, that would have been perfect. Ugh.
Oh yeah, and then like the first episode would have been like her actually like having that confrontation.
Well, no, not the first episode. This is later on in the series. I mean, the first episode, I can't
Like what happened like when she got out? Like, I don't know.
They've had a couple of run-ins, but especially as the kids running around. I mean, running away from some weirdo is definitely that's a more important thing.
Right.
The way they explain things as well throughout it seems to be a little bit more organic, but in general, it's mostly just sort of like the smaller writings that they fucked up on.
The writing is the big issue from the look of things. So I think the big question that we've got to ask is, when you look at Resident Evil from like a big picture point of view, the combined franchise, the combined sum of all its games and all its TV series and all that, what do you think is the current state of Resident Evil?
I think if this was canon, the series is fucked. No, seriously, that's how I see it. If this is canon for the games, then the series is fucked. If this is canon for the movies, the series is even more fucked.
Probably something that our source kind of agrees on too.
If this is something separate and it's just a Resident Evil story, yeah, it's worth watching, at least from my point of view. I mean, I'm not coming from the games, but I'm more coming from the movie genre part. I mean, fuck, the movies were over the top towards the end. I mean, holy shit.
And yeah, but when you look at it, so who among you who's played, are more hardcore Resident Evil fans who've played a lot of the games, especially the recent entries and stuff? Like, is this movie?
I have not.
The movie has kind of just bonked down the Resident Evil franchise as a whole.
I don't know, man. Like, I really like the first two movies. After that, I haven't like really played the games or anything. I don't know.
I don't trust video game adaptation movies, TV shows.
Hey, Tomb Raider was pretty cool.
Oh, the first Tomb Raider, yeah.
Come on, like, that was awesome, man. I love the shit out of that movie. Angelina Jolie is Lara Croft, hell yeah. That's awesome.
I mean, they could always do it in Super Mario Brothers, but...
Oh god, with the fucking dinosaurs? Yo, what was that? What was that even about?
Monkey!
What the crap?
Did a really good live adaptation of it, but I was sort of worried if they're going to do like a Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh
my god!
Oh no!
Yo, that's so bonkers.
If you're an occasional fan of Resident Evil, there's enough in this show to be able to understand what's going on.
Okay.
But if you're like a hardcore fan, you're probably going to be like, "Oh my fucking god, why are they doing that shit?"
I feel like as someone who's been so disconnected from like the first, honestly, like it's probably been over like 10 or 12 years since I've really been involved with anything regarding Resident Evil. If I were to see like the new stuff coming out, it would be like a new franchise to me. Maybe I wouldn't even recognize what the hell's going on anymore. I'd be like, oh, this is an interesting show. And like, how does it appeal to fans from like 10 years ago? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, the way you got to look at it is content-wise.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch something that's semi-familiar, or do you want to watch something that's completely new. I mean, I don't mind watching something that's semi-familiar as long as they're not completely bastardizing it, like a Dragon Ball Evolution or Super Mario Brothers movie. I mean, you don't bastardize it. You kind of get like 10 points off the bat.
Ah, jeez.
But as I said before, I still hold it down to it's watchable. It's just not addictive.
And,
Yeah.
And ultimately, for the future furry in mind, they're going to be greeted by somebody reading Zootopia porn.
No, they're going to be greeted
Oh
by
my god.
a teen talking about reading Zootopia porn just to be edgy around a embarrass their fucking father. But you have to admit, if you had a teenage daughter and she talked about reading like Pokemon porn or something like that to a someone you're just meeting on a off occasion, I mean, this is going to be embarrassing as all fuck.
Yeah, sorry, I can't defend you there. There's awkward super fast. It's like, but yeah. So what's your final verdict? Give the show a go or give the show a miss?
Give it a go if you've got nothing else to do.
I would say so too. Yeah, whatever. I'd give it a go.
The spider's fucking amazing. I'll say that much. Where's
Alright.
the caterpillar? The caterpillar was a fucking good one.
I mean, yeah, there was. I saw it too. Last of all, this one here. I think this is the one you must be talking about. This caterpillar. Was that the one?
Yeah, I call him Bob.
Fucking A, like real centipede vibes right there.
Whoa.
I mean, it got to the point where it was almost like, wait, is this going to be some BDSM sort of like pornish thing? And then they started shooting the bastard.
Bam. Oh well, I think that is where we're at for the week. Wow, it's quite a bit to unpack there. So, what do you guys think? We'd like to start up with a closing statement for this. For what we've just unpacked for the week.
Don't go watch Resident Evil because of Zootopia porn. That's what I got out of this.
I'll stick to Better Call Saul.
Or maybe you do go watch the Resident Evil because of Zootopia porn. Either way,
It was a one-liner. That's what it was. I'm trying to sound edgy in front of your dad. It's like, oh, what do you do? Oh, I have this stash of Zootopia porn. I just read it. Okay then.
I'm surprised Netflix isn't being sued by Disney because they mentioned Zootopia and now Disney wants the money from the Netflix Resident Evil. Oh,
I
wait.
think the
Oh,
problem is
good point.
And the Disney side, they don't want to talk about the potential dark side of Zootopia. Otherwise, at that point, you just become B stars.
Isn't it already B-Stars?
No, B stars is at least B stars is very open about the darker elements of its society.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, wow. All right, who's up next?
Malagos.
8 days. 8 days.
8 days.
I know what you're talking about. The clock is counting it down to the greatest party ever.
Hell yeah.
All 2020, 2022. Uncancelable. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm cancelled too.
Yeah, aren't we all? Who fucking cares?
I'm not canceled.
Uncancelable.
I'm not canceled yet.
Yo,
Emphasis on
guys,
yet.
in the fucking comments, hashtag uncancelable.
Indeed. Hashtag uncanceled.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
canceled. Come on.
Noble.
All right, so let's see what the Magic 8 Ball has to say about what's next week going to be like.
Chaotic. But in a good way.
My reply is no.
What's next week gonna be like? No.
It's like
Wait,
you
what?
asked that meme question.
Next
How
week
much?
is gonna be no? What the hell does that mean? No,
You know
hold
that meme
on.
question. Like, let's ask. Is how much chaos do you want for next week? And the meme response is we just say yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Wait.
goodness.
The Magic 8 Ball has spoken. All right, Avira, you're next.
Okay, awesome. When I found out that Minecraft was actually legit against NFTs, I was like, that's actually pretty based. Considering the whole crypto market lost literally over $2 trillion the last quarter. I mean, things are really getting crazy. So, yeah, that was probably a very good business decision. So good on them. I mean, they're the biggest game in the planet right now. So hopefully they continue to make better business decisions. I think that's very interesting. Like, good on their part, you know? Yeah, aside from that, this was super fun, and I hope you all guys have an incredibly awesome weekend. And I'm so looking forward to next week as well. I'll see ya.
And I'll hold the fort for you guys. And this is that is going to be the week. I'm telling you. But this week, wow, quite a lot to unpack. What have we learned from this week? One, car mods. All of the car mods. Two, NFTs. No effing thanks. And three, yeah, you might not want to talk about what kind of, material you read openly. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed listening to this week as much as we did making it. As always, our episodes are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, BitChute, and more. Further down the line, well, this is us signing off for the week. Farewell, and until next time.
Bye.